This week's daily races in Gran Turismo have been nothing short of chaotic, and I can safely say they are not the most popular ones we've seen. Today, I'll take you through some of the interesting and frustrating moments on Circuit de la Sarthe, commonly known as Le Mans, and also highlight a hidden gem in Daily Race B. First of all, this race has been a complete chaos due to the complete inequality in BoP Group 1. These fast Mazda cars completely outran the hybrid cars, making some of the unbalanced and sometimes frustrating races. So if you don't take the Mazda or a Sauber, you're not going to be able to compete. Look at this now. I'm gonna get swallowed here. Hybrid power. Off we go. No, look at this now. The start was really good, but it's not even close. Not that it's not even close, it's like way off. You can clearly see the difference in performance and how it affected the race. It was actually a real challenge to keep up and find some sort of balance on the track. It was really impossible, to be honest, because the gap was huge. Just look at this moment that I had at the Molosson straight. The difference in straight line speed was just insane, and there was no way to drive a hybrid car around Le Mans. So I think BoP definitely needs some work. On the other hand, Daily Race B was a true hidden gem, and I was looking for a bit of a challenge, and I think I found one. My qualifying time was good enough to land me at the P13 on the global leaderboards, but I felt like I could push even more. In my next race, I started from P2, and almost immediately I knew that this was going to be a good one, especially the amazing battle that I had with Damien. So instead of trail braking, it's just letting go of the brakes. Let's try to make it work. Oof, still on the outside. He's got the inside of this one now. Maybe. Nope. Now I got the inside. We're still side by side. Oh, I got him here. I got him. And we go. Oh, half a second penalty. And there we go. Now I just have to keep it on the track and it's going to be fine. 29-0, wasn't it? 8:59. That was a nice battle there. And I think it's moments like these that remind me why I love racing in GT. But I wasn't quite satisfied yet. I wanted a little bit more. And I was determined to break into the top 5, maybe even into the 27s in the TT. And this is where the real journey began. This was also a learning curve for me, and with each lap I got closer to my goal. A huge part of the story came from learning how to drive the newly BoP updated Lancer. And I wanted to share some of my thoughts that have helped me improve my lap times and eventually get me this lap. I understand some of these concepts are not gonna be easy to explain or do, but I'll try to do my best. Usually the breaking point here is the 100-meter mark, and I'm trying to brake in the straight line as much as possible. And then when I reached the 50, I slowly started turning and downshifting into the second gear, but then quickly upshifting into third and accelerating before the curb, and of course just trying to avoid penalties and get 2 tires on the yellow line. But if you make it, you will get a perfect exit out of the corner, and as you can see, just about a tenth faster than my previous best time. And now we're into the second braking point, which is once again a 100-meter mark. I'm trying to brake 105. And then using a bit of the Astro on the left just to get a little bit of a wider line out of this corner and into the next section to carry that speed and to get a better acceleration on the uphill section. And the crucial point was always just to gradually apply the power, otherwise the wheels start spinning. And as you can see, this wasn't perfect, but it was still okay. Downhill section right now, I'm braking a little bit before the 100, 110, I would say, using the curb. And then when you see the tire marks turning in, this is basically where you have to turn in. Use the inside of those curbs, and you can see that I'm holding the acceleration just at about 80% to stabilize the back end of the car. This was very specific about this car, and I always wanted to make sure that the back doesn't slide as much. And here we need to once again ensure that the back slides, but not too much. That was our braking point, and we need to use the inside of this curb and quickly upshift into fourth gear to avoid an additional rotation. I mean, you need a bit of rotation, but not too much. You can see them fighting the wheel, and same thing will happen in here. Just a tap on the brakes while you turn in. We don't want to hold the brakes for too long, otherwise the car will start to understeer. And then again, using the inside of the curb, fourth gear on the way out, and trying to stabilize the car. You can really see those micro movements of the wheel, just trying to find that perfect angle, and of course not spinning the car that much, because otherwise you lose time. Here it's just before this box on the left. This is usually my braking point, and braking shortly in the straight line and then almost immediately releasing the brakes, not causing too much understeer. Fourth gear on the way out, and you can see abusing those track limits. And once again, we got to make sure that we don't understeer into the last corner. Quickly off the brakes, and then you can see that I'm not trail braking all the way in. I'm trying to carry the speed without causing the car to get too much understeer. And then we're on the straight, and we're into a point 1. Oof, 28.1. The lap brought me down to 28.1, which is just about enough to crack into the top 5. Key to this was understanding the car's dynamics, optimizing the braking points, and maintaining the right racing lines. Every small adjustment made a significant difference. And in conclusion, I can say that I tried making small corrections, and in the end it worked. And once again, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed in this one. So if you did, you can always hit that like button, or you might even want to subscribe to the channel. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, bye.